Hello everybody. Alright, so today I traded NFX. My reason for this is because it's in an all stock deal. Doing a merger. This is something that I've been adding to my playbook. Um, that the stock for stock mergers, they tend to gap up and fade. Um, I got attached to a trade, CRDR, and I saw this as a bullish trade, um, and I got taught quite a heavy lesson that I was wrong. This was a stock-to-stock merger that went on this day here, and as you can see, it just tanked for the next few days. So I've gone into this trade thinking that it's going to be the same sort of setup. So here I am. Let me just bring this up. So I've got into this now thinking that it's going to be a pop and fade. Actually, it turned out not to be the case. So let me just bring this up on the 1 minute. Alright, so here we go. So obviously it's gapped up quite a lot pre-market. I got really impatient again. This is something that's going to bite me in the ass very soon. So I'm actually going to be trading smaller size the next few days until I stick to my rule at trading when I see a clear pattern form. So I'm looking at this here. I've marked these out on the daily as the support and resistance. And I'm looking at this here and I'm thinking this is where we are pre-market. I'd like it to hit up here, and this is going to be my ideal top, which is where I'm going to be looking to get a second bounce lower than that, a lower higher, so I can have my stop around here. And honestly, I just got a little bit too excited in the trade, so I started looking at things that wasn't quite there. So it's gapped up, it's popped, it's hit my resistance that I liked, and then it's came back down, hit the support here, pre-market support, and then to me it looked like this here was a lower high, and I said, right, if the next candle after this is bearish, I'm going to short it with my stop being up here. I wasn't even aware of the time. I was more concentrating on the patterns forming and for me to get into this and not miss it. So I got in short here. I did go really small. I was in quarter size here, which is one thing that I think I did right. The other thing I did right is having a realistic stop. I think the reason why I'm not happy with this is because I didn't expect this. Looking at this, I was saying to myself, this is a squeezy stock. This is really, really squeezy. And I can see this got above this resistance here. It's gonna fly. But regardless of me telling myself that, I still decided to get into this trade too early, without confirmation, and then once I was in, I drew this trend line here, and I just saw this going to burst through. When I got here, it was squeaky bum time. I was thinking, right, it's going to pop through here and I'm going to get stopped out. At least I had quarter size on it. It's not going to hurt me too bad. But luckily, and it is luck again, I've had luck 2 days now, it did pull back. I saw it here. I started getting quietly confident once it got to my time here, and I saw it break. So this is where my entry should have been, really. Once it started consolidating around here, I've got proof, double proof, that we've got double top here, rejection at this resistance, and it's starting to pull. I knew that there was buyers here, which is why this snap that happened here was, I'm taking it as the longs that was in this stock. This is where their stops was. Once we broke through that, we got this sudden pierce, and honestly, I had an alert set on this support here because I was looking at other stocks, and luckily when it went off, this just slammed. And what I don't like to do is to cover straight into that, because I'm expecting it to pop up a little bit and then pull back down, which is what it did. And yeah, I covered I covered half of it here, um, and then what I expected then was for this to obviously push back up and then start to dribble off, um, and to make another kind of high that I'll be able to add to get some real size in. And I was honestly looking at swinging this position for a good few days. The only thing that did get me out is because I stick to my 10-minute chart now, and I'm using this 13 EMA as my trend line for it. I find that it gives it enough room, enough to breathe. But I took a piece off here. The reason why I took a piece off here is that on the 10 EMA, on the 10-minute chart, it got down to my, where am I? See, this looks different now, but I saw it at the 50 EMA on the 10-minute chart, kind of cruising around here. So I took some off, so now I'm down to even hardly any shares. And then once it snapped through here and I saw this volume kick in, I didn't see it as a stuff move. I saw it as actually I've got this wrong, so I'm going to get out, and I did get out. I had a nice win on this trade, even with the small size that I had. But this entry for me, it's risky and it's gambling. And when I was in it, I almost felt like just closing the trade down, because I wasn't happy that I was gambling, because that's what it felt like. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for to not do tomorrow. So I will be going small size regardless of the setup. Okay, I've gone over 5 minutes. I do apologise, and my camera is not working on my computer, so I will be getting that sorted. Alright, thanks guys. Cheers.